Here in Aotearoa, we love our lawns, o tātou pātiti. But sometimes there are areas where lawns just don't want to grow or are too tricky to mow. He ua te pō taro taro. So if the pātiti, the lawn, is not doing it for you, there are lots of alternative plants to provide gorgeous ground cover. I te rā nei, we're going to go native. A ground cover is a low-growing plant that spreads across the ground as it grows. There are heaps of varieties, so it's all about finding the right kind of plant for the right situation. So just here, this is our first problem area. Nothing grows very much here. It's under the shade of these palms and it gets a lot of foot traffic. So this is where I'm going to put the Celeria radicans. Now this is native, but it also is well known for being a grass alternative, a no-mow lawn, and it stays nice and glossy and green the whole time. Now this one here is Leptonella diosa. It's got a really distinctive green frilly leaf. I'm going to put under the trees here. It doesn't get much foot traffic, which is just perfect for these plants. They fill out the space and they always have this vibrant lime kind of frill going on. And lastly, we have Pratia angulata. This is pānakenake. This has got a trailing growth habit, so it's really fantastic for banks or for planting in pots where it can trail over and hang. But it does like being kept moist and prefers shade. So first we need to prepare the ground for planting, and that means lots of weeding. When you're weeding, it's really important to get the whole root system. It's good to have a tool that gets under and lifts the whole thing up. Ngā pakiaka, you can see here. Otherwise, if you rip the top off, they'll just grow back again. Right, so we're ready to plant. Just going to dig a wee hole here. So these are bought worm castings. A lot of you that'll have worm farms at home, this is what's left over after you've drained your worm tea out. You've got the castings left behind, which are a beautiful chocolatey colour. There's still a lot of food and nutrient in this, so you only need a small handful because they're really strong. Just pop it in the hole, mix it in. You want to tickle out the roots really gently. You just want to tuck that into the ground, the soil into the roots. So as you can see, these are really flush with the ground level. Because they are ground cover, you want them to be even when they grow. Check out this clay. This is really dense here. Obviously there's some topsoil on top, but underneath here you've got this really hard clay. The thing about clay is it's incredibly nutrient dense, but the plants can't access the nutrients because there's no spaces in between for their little roots to go. So if you have got a lot of clay on your property, it's good to break it up with gypsum or something lime-based. But here, because the ground covers are really shallow rooting, they should be okay in the topsoil. So our plants are in, and now it's time to give them a drink. And I'm gonna add some seaweed flakes to the water. This will give it a nutritious boost, and seaweed's also really good to help the roots settle into the ground. Give it a wee stir, and onto our plants. Wow, that's a strong brew. There is such a huge variety of ground covers. They look fantastic. They're really easy maintenance, and there is one for every situation. So experiment, play around with them, and you might even decide to kiss that lawnmower goodbye.